And we're back with more News Talk Saga 960. So very glad you could join us on this edition of the Mark Petrona Show. And guess what? Andy Lee is in Edmonton covering the UCP debate. As we all know, candidates are vying to be the next leader of the UCP, the party that is currently governing Alberta. Jason Kenney, of course, on his way out, having been dealt a boot in the butt by members. And now it's time to pick a new leader. And here is Andy talking a little bit about the fact that the debate is about to start. Welcome, Andy.
Yeah, hi there, Mark. Yes, I'm at the Citadel in Edmonton. I'm just going to move away a little bit because the debate's getting started. It's just getting underway, so it's a little bit loud. But it's a packed, sold-out crowd. It's really good. People are still sort of pouring in here, so a lot of excitement. Of course, you know, this is their, they had a debate last week, which I covered as well, but unfortunately some of the candidates didn't go to it because it was hosted by Rebel News and a group called the Alberta Prosperity Project. So some of the candidates felt like they should boycott that, unfortunately. So this is the first time for us really seeing them in action, all of them together. So, and there's a lot of them, right? So it's going to be a little bit hard to handle. The moderator seems really good so far, though. He seems like a real stickler for rules and things like that. So hopefully he's able to, you know, keep this crowd under control.
How's the turnout? What's the turnout like?
The turnout's really good. It's good. Well, I'll take you in there in a second. I just wanted to say hi to everybody, and I'll take you in. We can listen to a couple of the questions from the candidates and things like that. And I'll give you a little shot as to what they're doing in there. So here, let's just go in.
All right, Andy Lee in Edmonton
at
the Citadel. All right, she's approaching the stage.
In here.
You want to turn around and show us what you're seeing? Maybe turn the camera around.
I'm going to bring you into the debate right now, okay? You guys can watch a couple of minutes of it. Then I'll probably sign out and I'll just live tweet and do some videos because nobody probably wants to watch the whole thing. There's other better live streams.
Sure. Yeah, no problem. All right. Oh, it's a nice building. And it looks like a good crowd. Let's listen.
These are the kind of things that require a mandate from Albertans before moving on. An election of all Albertans. I also ask all MLAs to commit to waiting for that vote. I would approach this differently. One issue that we all talk about is equalization. We don't need to amend the Constitution or ignore any laws. The formula is up for review in 18 months. I will start today to draft an alternative formula and talk to the other premiers, starting with the 6 other Conservative premiers. Quebec Premier Legault said he wants Quebec off equalization. He calls it embarrassing. I agree. Let's help him. No laws broken, no lengthy constitutional battles, and only time to build strong families, strong communities, strong Alberta.
I know it's tough. 1 minute. Let's talk about planning. Mr. James, come on up here. This is like losing my children. Come on, all right, Mr. James, you ready? 1 minute, opening remarks. The floor is yours.
I got into politics in sought public office in 2019 for one reason. We had an NDP government. I was concerned that the prosperity, the opportunity, the freedoms that we had enjoyed may not be afforded to the next generation, to our children and grandchildren. I believe the most important question in this leadership race is which leader can unite the party and movement and go on to win the election in 2023. Friends, leadership matters. Track record matters. And if you want to see how somebody will lead, I would suggest take a look at how they've led. Together, we rebuilt this movement. We formed government, and I had the privilege of serving Albertans as the Minister of Finance through some of Alberta's darkest days. We brought this province to fiscal responsibility with a balanced budget, and we positioned our economy to lead the nation in economic growth. I will provide strong, principled leadership that unites this movement and can win the election in 2023.
Come on. They said yes. All right. Ms. Smith, 1 minute. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I think that what we're looking for in a leader is someone who will stand up to Ottawa, someone who will beat Rachel Notley, and someone who will restore our freedoms. Is the reason why I pledged that we would have no lockdowns or mandates, why I led with a proposal on health reform, and why I led with the idea of an Alberta Sovereignty Act. And what is the Sovereignty Act? It just says we want to be treated just like Quebec. Some will say it's about separation, but it absolutely isn't. It is simply about defending our constitutional areas of jurisdiction and the rights and freedoms of our citizens, just like Quebec. Some will say we don't need it. I'm going to tell you that we do. We might be facing mandatory vaccination. We will say we will not enforce that. If there's an Emergencies Act that wants to jail our citizens to freeze their accounts, we'll say we will not enforce that. Arbitrary fertilizer cuts, arbitrary phase out of our natural gas for electricity and power, arbitrary caps on our energy industry, and perhaps even a federal digital ID. We have the Alberta Sovereignty Act, we will not enforce that. We'll put Alberta.
All right, that's 1 minute. All right, listen here.
All right. Looks like Andy is now climbing the steps at the Citadel and leaving the area where the debate is being held, near the stage, and where many of the people are sitting, as you can see there, reporting live from the Citadel in Edmonton. All right, so there you go. We heard some opening statements there, Andy. We heard
Hey,
some
Mark,
opening
sorry,
statements.
I had to turn the volume down because I'm really close to the stage so they could hear us if we're talking. So anyway, so those were two of the front runners on their opening remarks, right, Toes and Smith. So, they both look very, very relaxed, very, very strong candidates. So yeah, good, exciting night, right? I mean, one of these people are gonna be the next leader. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna sign out. I'll throw
all right, so you're going
out.
to you're going to sign off, and you're going to be tweeting the rest of the evening.
Yeah, I'll do some videos of the harder questions and probably just stick to the favorite answers. And maybe there was obviously some controversy as well between a couple of the candidates. So I'll make sure if they spar off to catch that. And yeah, good night.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Take care,
Thank
Mark.
you. All right.
See you
See you later. All right. Bye-bye. That was Andy Lee coming to us from the Citadel in Edmonton, reporting live from the debate where 7 candidates are meeting tonight and hopefully hoping to make their points, hoping to score some points. I believe, as I have heard, that Danielle Smith is leading so far, and she certainly is putting a scare in some of the Laurentian elites over at the Globe and Mail and the Liberal Party of Canada. The last thing they want to do is deal with somebody like Danielle Smith, who has made it absolutely clear that she has no interest in bowing to the Ottawa elites. So let's wrap things up. Thank you for tuning in. We'll do it again soon. Bye-bye.